What is up guys, it's Sarge, and in this video I want to talk to you guys about some of the problems with the endgame of The Division and why this game really needs some good updates before everyone just starts to leave this game and it becomes another Destiny. So drop a like on the video if you enjoyed and let's get started. Now, one of the biggest problems with this game is the endgame. The endgame has pretty much nothing to do other than the Dark Zone and a couple of challenge missions. Now, to start this off, the Dark Zone has a lot of issues because of the fact that nobody goes rogue. You implement a system for people to fight others, and yet nobody wants to use it. Why? Because you penalize the people so bad that nobody wants to do it. Why are you going to allow people to kill others and then die so that you can lose 2 to 3 ranks? It's kind of useless to do. You might as well just extract and help others and make friends while you're at it. It defeats the purpose of having it. Now, another problem, it gets kind of boring whether you're a solo player or you play with a squad. A lot of people will start to find small little routes going from decontaminated places to landmarks on the map, and the rewards that you earn from this are pretty bad. The only things you get from this are purples, and sometimes if you're lucky, maybe a high end, but that's a really lucky case. If they would make the high ends a little more useful, then the Dark Zone wouldn't be such a bad place. Now, the second problem with the endgame is the challenge mode. The challenge mode has absolutely nothing useful about it except for the gear sets you can get and a couple of Phoenix credits. But the missions just feel like hard mode missions with a little bit of extra enemies and squishier enemies. There's not much of a difference between the two difficulties. Now, the best way you could fix this problem is by making either a new type of gear set, maybe another high end or above high end would be useful, or just add a little bit of a twist to the mission to make it somewhat different every time you play, because it's always feeling repetitive doing it with your friends and knowing exactly what to do every time you play it. Now, the last problem with this game is the crafting system. The crafting system is one of the worst ideas this game has had because of it being a loot-based shooter. This game was advertised as a loot-based shooter, not a crafting system. This defeats the purpose of having like high-end weapons in the game by luck instead of having to just create the weapon in a matter of seconds. It just defeats the purpose of having power and skill, and really closes the skill gap between good players and bad players. So some of the smaller things that they could fix in this game are things like the cosmetic items. The cosmetic items in this game are kind of bland and boring. They feel the same except they have different color schemes, which doesn't really seem appealing to most people I've talked to. But the easiest way to counteract that kind of problem is just make some more diverse, more colorful kind of clothing. And if they could just fix some UI problems and some of the glitches and bugs that people have been doing to get high-end gear from camping in outside of parts of the map to farming the same boss over and over to get high-end stuff, this game could become something good. Now, the excursions are going to be coming out soon, so they will probably fix a lot of the problems and add some new features like the trading system. So the game will probably feel a little bit different than it did on day one. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.